You will not be disappointed. It's a story about me that no one's ever heard before, featuring someone in my life you've never met. I don't know about you, but color me intrigued.
What's up, you Gar? You Garf. It's Cat and other cat and other cat. Maybe you recognize this bootleg. This is Gorefield, and he's here because we're reviewing the Garfield movie. The recent CGI animated Garfield feature-length film. Where is time? Garfield has mouth. That's right. In this movie, when Garfield talks, his mouth moves, which is a huge departure from previous versions of Garfield. That was one of the first things you said when this thing started. You're like, oh my god, his mouth's moving. Yeah, it's hard to tell in the original Garfield it seems like all the animals originally like communicate through mental telepathy, but then sometimes it seems like the humans can understand what Garfield's saying. Well, in this one, Garfield talks, but I don't think he talks in front of John, or if he does, I don't. There's so much going on with this movie. It's like a crazy adventure heist. Like they're trying to break into this farm and steal some milk to appease a supervillain who is blackmailing them. It's really a pretty crazy Garfield movie.
Okay, we're in.
Continue through and locate the air vent at the end of the hallway. That will take you to the refrigeration room.
Factory workers, your 15-minute break begins now.
He does meet his dad. Garfield's dad is named Vic, and I remember in the comics a long time ago, Garfield met his mother, but Garfield's mother is nowhere to be found in this. It's just his dad, and then we get a cute little a few different montages of young Garfield the night his father abandoned him, and then he found his way to an Italian restaurant and met John Arbuckle. Now, overall, Jay, I believe you said this movie was better than you expected, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was a little bit better than I was expecting it to be as well. However, it certainly does depart from a lot of Garfield's established lore. A lot of what you might say is Garfield's essence. Isn't really a whole lot with him and John and Odie. It's like he meets up with his father, and then they're like trying to break into this farm. And this is another weird thing, is like, if you're my age, you remember the Garfield cartoon in the 80s that had it had a whole separate cartoon within the cartoon about these farm animals, and none of the original, I think it was called U.S. Acres, with like Orson the pig and Roy the rooster. None of those characters appear at this farm, which was a little strange. But, that said, and of course, we are ignoring the elephant in the room, Jason. Garfield is voiced by none other than Chris Pratt.
Technically, I did smash my head area into the wall area.
Yeah, he was hanging up his gold record. Oh my god, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
The voice of Mario, the voice of that Lego guy. I think he's also in. Is he in that movie Onward about the two troll brothers? I don't recall. Well, Chris Pratt is Garfield, and it's fine. It's weird. They get I think they hired that actor whose name I am unsure of, and I'm unsure how to pronounce them. I bet Mama can put it up on the screen. They get this actor from What We Do in the Shadows. I don't even know if that's the name of the show he's on, but he's a famous person. I recognize his face. And they get him to play Odie, and he doesn't talk.
No, not a treat for you. Okay. Anyway, about the treat.
And he doesn't talk at all. He just makes dog noises. It's almost like, why would you get someone famous to do that unless they cut a bunch of stuff out where he talks? I don't know. It seems like maybe they cut, there's a lot of missing. There's also, and there's no nothing with Normal. Like, Normal's in it for 2 seconds. The veterinarian, Liz, is only in it very briefly. But look, I'm not gonna lie, I was amused once or twice, 3 times maybe. No, it was entertaining enough. I think he laughed the most when they did that montage about all the bad stuff that happens on Mondays.
Time to go to the vet!
We're gonna need the big scale.
Does she need to announce it to the whole office?
No, please, no. Ow, it's so hot. Ow, it's really hurting. Ow, ow, ow.
Oh. So appeal Netflix called Catflix. There is. And what's interesting or kind of weird about that is, like, I mean, that was a funny idea, kind of. And Garfield would put on Catflix, and it would show, like internet videos of cats doing goofy, like real, actual, like footage of cats. It would be interesting to learn more about the making of this movie, because they definitely abandoned a lot of Garfield's established lore. I have to say. I'm sorry I keep using that phrase. So, J-Man, how many stars would you award the Garfield movie? Infinity stars. Wow. Well, it's amazing. That puts it on par with a few other classics. I think you gave did you give what is it, the Dancing Pumpkin and the Ogre's Toenails? You gave that infinity stars, right? In the comments, everyone should drop their ranking of famous internet cat videos, like Keyboard Cat, or Keyboard Cat and the Dancing Ogres. Oh yeah, Grumpy Cat, Keyboard Cat, and Grumpy Cat, and all the other hilarious cat videos. And I just love Shaken Garfield. Thanks for having me on the video, J-Man. Yeah. I hope you see my movie, the Garfield movie. It's gonna be real gross and disgusting. Just awful. Rated R. No children under 17 because it's so gross. Alright, folks. We'll see you later.